Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara coming to you. Do you believe with day 27 of our 28 days to absolute love? Take a big breath in, let it out. Big belly breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth, letting go of everything that's outside this moment. Bringing your awareness back within. And calling forth all of your higher spiritual healing teachers, guides and angels to guide you, direct you, protect you and bless you with their presence. So today I'm being guided to speak to you about the fifth dimension and absolute love, which is absolute love actually. There is so much rubbish around about the fifth dimension. And there's a whole pile of really powerful spiritual people on earth sitting around waiting for a spaceship to come save them. That is not what the fifth dimension is. The fifth dimension is a state of being that exists within you on higher levels so that you are in this world but not of it. Breathe for me, please. You can return to breathing in through your nose and out through your nose while I explain this. It is about going above the duality, the good and bad, right and wrong, black and white. Now, Source began teaching me about the fifth dimension in 1997. So I have 25 plus years of working in the fifth dimension and beyond, way beyond that now. And it's just the latest trendy thing, and I see so much rubbish and so many people sitting there going, oh, I've had such a tough life, I want, spirit to come save, I want the spaceships to come save me. Are there galactic beings helping us with this great awakening happening on Earth? Absolutely, absolutely. But they're not here to save you. This great awakening is about people remembering that they're not broken, they don't need fixing, that they are an infinite, eternal, rich, abundant, gorgeous, sexy, radiant, beautiful, powerful, beyond measure being of light. Your job was to access the magnificence within you, not sit around waiting for a spaceship to come save you. That's not what the fifth dimension is. It is a state of being that exists at the very core of who you are. And if you're sitting around waiting for a spaceship, let me just tell you and be blunt with that, the only way you're getting out of this earth is to die. You are not going to be saved by a spaceship. However, you can connect to the fifth dimension within you, raise your frequency up into those higher dimensions of light, because it goes way beyond the fifth now, because that was back in 1997, preparing us for the year 2000. And as you raise your frequency up beyond that, it's like you don't live in 3D anyway. Everything you need comes to you, life is in a state of flow, and if you're out of that flow, out of that connection to the fifth dimension and absolute love, then your life goes back to struggle and whatever. But if you can raise your energy up into the fifth dimension and live there, connect in there every day, then miracles happen, things come to you. But people are so caught up in their 3D life. They're so caught up in the good and bad, right and wrong, and the crap that gets played on the news every night. You should not watch the news unless you have a higher consciousness that can just help transmute anything if that's what you're asked to do. Otherwise, stop watching the news, because that 3D stuff is just going to keep playing out for as long as we have people stuck in the 3D, and that's a lot of people, and unfortunately it's a lot of powerful, powerful spiritual people who are just mad at God for that they're here at this time because everything is hard. The only reason you keep having more hard stuff happen, hard in inverted brackets, is because it is trying to show you, look here, this is where you're not connected to the fifth dimension and to absolute love and to God. Look here, you need to do a bit of work here. But instead, most people just go into the poor me and send me a spaceship to come save me. It's just, I'm just floored that there is so much rubbish around that so many people buy it. It is not about that. You are meant to. You came here at this great time of awakening because you have specific skills to assist with this great awakening here on earth. And it's not all wishy-washy white light. I can tell you that some of the most powerful times in my life has been when the shit is hitting the fan, or when people are being really nasty to me. I remember specifically I had two very good friends who were both nasty, very nasty to me, and I was like, what the foxtrot is going on? God, mad as anything. And God goes, get in the car and go to Queensland now. Everybody said you won't get in. It was around the time of COVID. You'll never get in. They're not letting anyone in, blah, 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 blah. And I crossed the border and, yep, was let in. It took like less than 5 minutes to get across the border, and stayed here all the time that COVID was on, because they did two lockdowns, one for 5 or 7 days and one for 3 days, but it was no more than 10 in total. In Victoria, where I was, they had the biggest lockdown in the world, like something like, I don't know, I can't even remember. It was like the biggest, it's known as the biggest lockdown in the world. And there's no way I would have worn a mask or done any of those things, and I would have ended up in jail. But I didn't see that at the time when they say. I just saw my friends being nasty to me. But it was happening for Spirit to try and say to me, you're not meant to be here anymore. And I had been thinking about going to Queensland for 6 or 12 months or even 2 years. And it was like, the time is now. Go now. Breathe. And that's just one example of hundreds of examples when poop has been hitting the fan, and it makes me go, right, it's time for change. For me, when stuff like that happens, it's because it is time for change, and it's time to upgrade some part of my life. But unfortunately, a lot of people are going to, oh, poor me, all these terrible things are happening to me. I don't want to be here on earth anymore. It's a horrible place. All these people are doing terrible things to one another, and all of that stuff is existing. But if you stop watching the news, firstly, raise your vibration up into the fifth dimension or into the higher dimensions of light, and live there. Start your day there. Meditate there. And if you don't know how to do that, our next 12-week Activate the God in You and End Separation Consciousness, the very first lesson or two is about connecting to the fifth dimension. So if you want to, and then we connect to the quantum heart, and then the quantum God, or the God within you, with many other things, connecting to your angels, connecting to God's source, activating the earth, wind, fire, air and water within you and balancing those, connecting to nature, connecting to the trees, connecting to earth, everything. And so if you're interested in doing that, it's 12 weeks and of stuff that I've learned over the last 40 years that we teach you. So if you'd like to be a part of that, then please contact us through our website. Breathe for me, please. And stop playing small. Stop running away. Stop sitting around waiting for a bloody spaceship to come get you and wasting all of the extraordinary gifts and talents that you've been given. Breathe for me, please. And now just take your awareness back into infinite love, or the absolute love, which is really God. It's the God source being of light you already are, have always been. It's sitting underneath all of your 3D life. If you would just connect into that, your life would change in a moment. Breathe. And one of the things you can do, as we discussed yesterday, is you can ask God, or even whatever you talk to, God, universe, divine, presence, show me. Show me why I'm here on earth. What did I come here to do? What is ready to be birthed through my soul right now? And breathe. Be still. Make some stillness in your life for you to be able to hear that. Hear the answers. Breathe. So talk for most of our 11 minutes, but it was a really powerful lesson I wanted to get in for you all. Whether you do our class, our 12-week course or not, doesn't matter, just so long as you get this. Breathe. There's tons of testimonials on this website about the benefits people have got from doing the last one we did. Just breathe. I'm just going to send you a blast of absolute love, and I just want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose and let go of everything that's outside this moment and outside of the absolute love that you are. You don't need all the stuff that people tell you you need. My pussycat's been unwell and I've just fixed her. Just 2 days in a row, manhandled her, rubbed her tummy. She's all better today, or she was yesterday, but she's even better today. So you are so powerful. You can change this world. You don't have to live within the matrix. You can live outside that if you choose. Breathe. Already love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all.